Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I am back outside. It is just gorgeous here. It's been so nice here for the last week or so, and I just thought it's like fun to film outside and just be outside in nature. So today I'm talking about something that has been in the news a lot. You may have seen it on your Facebook feed. You may have seen it on Google. New York Times wrote an article and it speaks to a lot of scientific health issues, studies on obesity, and I thought I would explain a little bit about the article. I am going to have the article down below so that if you want to get really in-depth with it, you can read it, and it's so interesting. It's very, very, very interesting, and I've been watching actually The Biggest Loser for a really long time, and I have my own kind of feelings and opinions on the show. The contestants that were researched were from season 8 of The Biggest Loser show, and just a disclaimer before I start here, the contestants prior to the show were diagnosed with morbid obesity, and they went through a rigorous regimen of testing and then exercise and severe dieting in order to achieve their results. It's a very small study sample, so keep that in mind. This is just, Biggest Loser season 8, and I think they are doing continued research on other Biggest Loser contestants, but it's a small number of test subjects in very extraordinary circumstances. I want to just kind of put that out there before we get started so that you guys don't all think this happens to every single person, but it is some interesting scientific research. So there's been this New York Times article that has been released regarding contestants of The Biggest Loser and their weight loss and weight gain post-show. Many of them have gained either all of the weight that they had lost on the ranch on The Biggest Loser, or some of it, or kind of a lot of it. They're doing extreme exercise and extreme dieting. If you've ever seen the show, you know some of these people work out 6 to 8 hours a day on the show, and they're doing an extreme version of dieting, and they're cutting their calories so low for their body type, for their body weight, so that they can drop weight really, really fast, because that's the point of the show. I mean, you see the show, sometimes they lose 20 pounds a week, and what they found with all of this research is that their metabolism is being intensely harmed during this process. After the show, their metabolism slows down so much that their thinner bodies can't keep up with the rate that they need to burn calories, and so their metabolism isn't speeding up. It's actually slowing down to the point, oh my gosh, there's a bee. Okay, the bee's gone. So it's actually slowing down to the point where some people from The Biggest Losers, these contestants, have to eat 500 to 800 calories less than a person of their exact same size and height and weight, because their metabolism is so slow. It's just to maintain their weight, and it's putting them in a really bad position and in a ideal position for gaining the weight back, which isn't the point, right? The point is supposed to be that when you're losing all this weight on the show, that you would hope it was sustainable. But it's such strict and high amounts of exercise and low amounts of calories that they're intaking that it's just not a sustainable solution. The Biggest Loser is a TV show that's meant for rapid results. That's what people want to see on TV, and I think a lot of people don't see these contestants after the show, and so they think, oh, they must be doing great, but that's not what's happening. In fact, some of the practices on the show have proved to be really detrimental to their weight loss sustainability and for them continuing to live their life as this smaller, happy person. So the key hormone that's involved in hunger control is called leptin. And by the end of the show, that hormone in the contestant was all but depleted in their bodies. So it was making them ravenous, starving. As they gain their weight back, that hormone does increase, but it doesn't ever reach the state that it should have been in, or it should be in, at a natural, healthy level. In fact, it's usually less than half of that. Their bodies are in this ultra ravenous, very, very hungry state, and their body is working to survive, and it can't burn off as much because it's trying to increase those levels and balance that hormone. And to do that, it needs to burn off less and have them eat more, as it did when they were a heavier version of themselves. I am in no way bashing this show. I just wanted to present some scientific research and also talk about my personal philosophy, because I talk about sustainable weight loss all the time, and the fact that you have to do it in a slow and healthy way that makes sense for you and not starve your body. I had an eating disorder. I went through a very severe eating disorder and a near-death experience when I was a junior in high school that changed my life, and that made my life's mission to talk to you guys about healthy eating and healthy living, and how to either gain weight, maintain weight, or lose weight in a very healthy and sustainable way that's not crash diets, because it has been proven, so much research has been done that shows that that's not the way to lose weight, and that in fact most of the time you're gonna gain it back. That's why when you see things like take this pill and lose weight in 2 weeks, or do this and lose 21 pounds in 21 days, that doesn't mean it's healthy, and it doesn't mean it's good for you. And you should always do your research on everything that you're participating in when it involves your body, because you guys get one body. That's all we get is one body. You don't get to trade it out for another body, and you don't want to wreck it, and it's really hard to come back from a ruined kind of metabolism in that situation. So I want to talk about kind of what went wrong with The Biggest Loser and what that means. And basically it's because the process was rapid. Like I've already said, a lot of exercising, big calorie deficits where, you know, their bodies aren't getting the kind of nutrition that they need. It's even, you know, more rapid weight loss than that of a bariatric patient. And this kind of shock to your body can cause it to go in hyperdrive and survival mode. So your body's just trying to survive, and it really can be detrimental to your overall health. I want to talk a little bit about flexible dieting, about healthy eating, which is what we do at 3S Fitness. Every single person has a specific number of macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fat, that your body needs to survive. And those with larger body compositions, you know, with more weight, need larger quantities of those. And people who are smaller need smaller quantities. And it changes by person. So when somebody says, you know, my macros are 160 carbs, 130 protein, and 42 fat, those aren't your macros. And it's really important to acknowledge that and recognize that everybody needs something different when it comes to nutrition. You find somebody who can really calculate exactly what you need. And that's what we do. So we calculate your macros based on your body composition, based on your age, your weight, your height, your gender, based on your goals, because it's different whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to maintain weight, whether you want to build muscle. And as your body weight drops, so will your macro targets. We do it in a very sustainable way. So we never put you in a super severe calorie deficit. We put you in a very sustainable deficit that allows your body to adjust over time and give you long-term weight loss, and a long-term weight loss solution that will last you forever. It also teaches you a lot about your body. Everybody's body reacts differently to different nutrients and nutrition, and you figure that out by doing this version of dieting, which isn't really a diet. It's like a nutrition course for your body, basically. With macros, your body and your metabolism will adjust and adapt to your body composition as your macros adjust. And what happened with The Biggest Loser is that as the contestants began to gain weight, their metabolisms didn't adjust. So they just kept slowing down. It didn't adapt to their new body composition. It just stayed the same and slowed down consistently, so that they weren't able to adjust. Their bodies weren't able to adjust because it was happening so fast. And what we do is very sustainable. It's about long-term, not short-term, about teaching you a lifestyle, not about a crash diet. I want to put it out there in the world that I want to stop talking about losing weight and about weight loss and focus on being healthy. And that involves learning about your body, learning about what you're putting into your body. You still get to have your treats, you still get to enjoy your life, and it's not, you know, cutting out a whole food group or anything like that. It's more about just being healthy and feeling healthy, and you're going to know that when you start on a plan like this. We have healthy eating only plans. We also have healthy eating and training plans. Healthy eating starts at $39 a month, and healthy eating and training is $59 a month. And I would really encourage you, if you've been interested in, you know, feeling better about yourself and feeling healthy and being healthy, to click below. And if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below, or always email me, strengthsweatsoul@gmail.com. I hope this was informative for you. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys all in my next one.